The user enters a special, very large room with no windows. This room is shaped as a near sphere surrounding the user or users. The computer projects into the entire room with a 360-degree, three-dimensional super high-resolution image using thousands of small cameras built into the walls, floor, and ceiling. The original feed for this image is coming from a small spherical drone about the size of a large grapefruit. This drone is physically in the place the user wants to visit. For example, in my case it is in Temmer. This little drone floats around using its anti-gravity systems, sometimes at around half a meter above the height of an average person. This drone sends sensory data to its computer, which in turn logs onto the highly advanced coded lepton muon communication technology supporting this system, and sends it to the receiving computer that can be several light years away. In my case, those would be 440.3 as I am currently in low Earth orbit. Let me remind you that this technology uses lepton muons to create a high-intensity disturbance, using super high frequencies which are associated with ripples in the ether, and travel instantly as there is no time and no distance there, or only the one, or the values we give it. By then at least one of them had gotten close enough to me while I was sitting at the controls, so perhaps at some point they touched my dress or somewhere else that I did not notice, and realized that I was just a hologram, because when I stood up from the pilot's seat, their attitude towards me was different. They had a clear disappointment stance to them, and their courtesies towards me were lessened. I found this to be very strange, as they were compliant and even enthusiastic about having me there, but when I stood up from the pilot's seat their attitude had changed completely, as they had clear disillusioned faces, as if they had failed in their mission, or as if someone was going to punish them somehow. I could still manipulate the controls of the ship while being a hologram, as full immersion technology is designed to concentrate enough high-energy magnetism in the area of the hands and fingers to be able to manipulate some things, as long as moving them does not exceed a certain energy requirement threshold. It can semi-materialize necessary parts of a body using energy-frequency vibration modulation that observes similar principles described in the theory of manifestation. I had to ask them how they knew it was me, and they answered that as remote presence technology was becoming ever more and more popular in Tayigita, they were manufacturing a little device into sunglasses that helped them see whether the person in front of them was there for real, or using the system. Oh, so I was busted, as anyone with those glasses could see that I was not there in the flesh. Rats, I didn't know they had developed those.